know something, Claire? Unlike the rest of you, I've never been honored with a cute little nickname. So for years, I worked tirelessly to create the technique you just witnessed. I call it the Rippling Sword. Like it?
Number 4 at the beginning of the series, eventually replaced by Miata. Despite the organization forbidding the killing of humans, Ophelia has done so. Appearance. Ophelia has pale, silvery blonde hair, which she wears in a long and tight braid. Her hairline is a strong widow's peak. Like most Claymores, she possesses silver eyes and wears the standard Claymore uniform. Similar to Elena, Queenie, and Cassandra, she has elf-like ears. In her awakened form, Ophelia is of a very slender build with light gray skin, green hair, and the typical golden eyes of Yoma. Blades grow from her back and from the end of her hair, and her elongated arms end in sharp claws. Her lower body is a long, turquoise serpentine tail. Personality. Ophelia initially comes across as being lighthearted and whimsical.
The two of us will take it on alone?
You got it. But the truth is, I could have handled this one by myself. So I guess you're just a bonus.
But this only serves to mask her unstable, sadistic nature. She genuinely enjoys the thrill of battle and delights in mutilating her victims in the form of twisted games. She has an unsettling fascination with blood and has seemingly developed a taste for it. Her cruelty is indiscriminate. She has no qualms over attacking her own comrades, and it is hinted that she also killed humans to sate her bloodlust.
Are you wanting death?
Oh, come on now, Claire. You only die if you turn yourself in. Sure, they'd chop off your head if you reported it, but who would do that? Of course, sometimes there are loose ends, like witnesses, but you can get rid of those easy enough.
Ophelia has an unhealthy obsession with awakened beings, due to traumatization after watching Priscilla kill her family. She insists on hunting only awakened beings, ignoring normal Yoma, and even goes to the length of forcing other Claymores to awaken just so she could fight them, such as in the cases of Claire, Miriam, and Hilda.
It's you! I hear that when she's fighting on a team, she's even better than number one. Oh, how I'd love to get a crack at her.
Her hatred is so deeply rooted that when she herself awakens, she is distraught from having become one of the monsters she sought to destroy, and chooses to allow Claire to take her life. Ophelia seems to despise people, particularly the weak, who try to sacrifice themselves in order to protect others. This seems to have stemmed from a skewed perception of her own brother's sacrifice to save her, possibly because the truth was too painful for her to accept. This memory was the main contributor to her mental decline and eventually triggers her awakening. Abilities. Ophelia shows not only remarkable speed and strength, but resilience as well. Despite having her neck broken and her head twisted 180 degrees around by the female awakened being, she survives and turns her head back around without using her hands.
Would you like to beg for your life?
I'm begging you! Stop talking! Your breath's disgusting. Oh, please. It would take more than that to stop someone like me.
It is currently unknown whether or not other Claymores are capable of this feat. Ophelia invented a technique that involves swift undulation of her arms so her sword appears to be rippling. The optical illusion and unusual movements this creates makes blocking, countering and Yoki forecasting extremely difficult as she can easily snake her way around an opponent's blade.
I can see the path of her sword. Why can't I defend against it? Impossible.
She's first seen using this technique against Claire, but this ability was completely ineffective against Elena's quicksword. The list. Number 1. Ophelia derives from the Greek word for help, ophelos, possibly referring to her need for mental and emotional aid. Number 2. Her organization as a Claymore are as follows: Yoki, A. Agility, A. Muscular strength, A. Spirit, C. Perception, B+. Leadership, C. While her awakened being are Yoki, SS. Agility, SSS. Strength, SS. Invulnerability, S. Intelligence, SS. Number 3. It is the name of a character in Shakespeare's play Hamlet, who loses her sanity after her father is killed while attempting to protect the queen. Shortly afterwards she falls from a willow tree into a brook and drowns. This alludes to the Claymore Ophelia's madness and the fact that Claire leaves her body floating in a lake after her death, mimicking in both the anime and manga Millet's famous painting of Ophelia's death in Hamlet. In both works it appears as though the death is a suicide. Number 4. Turns out the whole reason she bothered to come up with her rippling sword technique was that she wanted a memorable attack that would give her a cool nickname. Unfortunately, it's not very famous because she keeps killing the people who see it.
I was thinking something like Rippling Ophelia. The only problem is that I can't get the word out about my new name. Because nobody that's seen it has ever lived to tell anyone else.
Somewhat ironically, she still has one anyway, Ophelia, the blood-soaked warrior. Number 5. Ophelia also sounds similar to the Greek word for snake, pronounced Ophius, which may allude to her technique, appearance as an awakened being, and unusual flexibility, which enables her to twist her head 180 degrees around. Number 6. In the anime, Miria warns Claire and the others, especially not to meet Ophelia even if this means to make the organization suspicious. In the manga, we see in chapter 32, Miria regretting not to have told them about Ophelia in more detail. Number 7. Ophelia's name may have also come from Ophiuchus, a name used in sidereal astronomy. Added as the 13th sign to a potential 13-sign zodiac, which achieved popularity in Japan after its suggestion by Walter Berg and Mark Yazaki. In Japan, Ophiuchus is known as Hebitsu Kaiza, the serpent bearer. This may have been used as a direct reference to her snake-like awakened form, or popular connotations of snakes pertaining to malevolence or deception, both being traits applicable to Ophelia's violent and often sinister nature. Number 8. In the anime, Ophelia's voice was portrayed by Lucci Christian. Ophelia has a song, sung by her voice actor on the Claymore, Intimate Persona album released while the anime was being recorded. The song is called Zao, translated as hatred. Lucci Christian also voiced similar-looking characters, the Black Snake from Black Blood Brothers and Medusa from Soul Eater. Number 9. The symbol, Phi, is the 21st letter in the Greek alphabet. Ophelia's Claymore symbol design appears identical to this letter. To know more about the world of Claymore, please visit the link below.